any other circuit that you could go in, you can't say that you were the first person to win.
So everybody's interested in seeing what that looks like. What's the standard like? What does it take to be an undefeated team on this kind of circuit?
Any player has an opportunity to really succeed here. And if you're good and you play well, there are going to be people that find you here.
It was standing room only.
Like a lot of people say, it wasn't going to be like it is now.
The only thing that matters right now is how are you playing today?
And obviously the talent's insane. I mean, we just played kids that are all going to be on TV in a couple years playing basketball.
The crowd, the energy, that was one of the best AAU games I've ever been a part of.
Anybody can lose to anybody.
Because there were teams that went at him. I mean, he was a target.
I feel like one family was the villain.
Worried about him, but not too worried.
Both teams warmed up on the end by the college coaches. I've never seen this in a decade of doing this.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know, the reason this is all black is it's for one family's funeral tomorrow at 1:30. See you then.
This is wild.
Come here, D.
No, he did not.
I think that we're going to be one of the top teams, and I think that everybody on my team is a hard worker. Everybody's hungry.
We finna win it all. That's all it is.
I'm ready. I'm not dodging, ducking, no smoke. I'm here. I'm ready to play.
After the video I just seen, they hurt my feelings, and I don't like when my feelings are hurt. So I usually have a chip on my shoulder, but now I got a chip on both shoulders.
Hey, we love the smoke though. That's one thing. One family will never duck the smoke. So we're all here for it. We love the energy. We love the energy. I'm gonna try to cover everything in the book. There's levels to this, right?
It was a nervous energy going into that meeting for all of us, not just me. It was our whole staff, all the teams that were there.
So that was January, I believe. It was a little bit of an introduction and a meet and greet kind of a thing. And then it was to lay out what our vision was for this year and the ways that we felt like we were going to be able to serve their interests.
And when you start to see the rest of these slides as we go through with the players we have and everything, there's a lot of reasons to be bought in, to be quite honest. Obviously you know who you have, right? But I think when you see what we have in this league, several of you have put dudes in the NBA. Several of you have guys that probably will be in the NBA right now.
Our goal straight up in the first year was to be able to enter the space and be competitive from a ranked player standpoint in the class of 2024. Initially, our goal was double digits. We wanted 10 or more. We ended up with 14, and a lot of that I give a credit to our program directors who did a fabulous job.
My name is Kyle Unruh. I'm a team director / scout. We told plenty of programs no because we didn't feel like they fit with the competition level that we were trying to create. Ethan and I, who's my counterpart, we were just committed to finding the best programs we could find.
From the months of about August until February, I'm on the phone pretty much the entire day, whether it's recruiting new teams or catching up with current teams that we have contracted or getting teams scheduled for the right tournaments that they're going to be in, whatever it is. The majority of what I'm doing is on the phone and then reporting what I'm talking about on the phone with these teams to our operations team to then fill out the schedule, get invoices created, start to fill out our team list for every single event.
I would say we somewhat handpicked the field that we've built. It's not just highly competitive programs. That's one of the things, because you could build a circuit with anybody. But we really are interested in the high achieving, high impact programs.
You know, I'll just use one family. One family is a high profile. You've got the top ranked kids. You're loaded.
We founded One Family about 9 summers ago. With the PRO16, it provided opportunity and a platform that, you know, we felt we needed at this time in our organization. We pride ourselves on being trendsetters, and so we thought it would be dope to, you know, be in this league year one and showcase our guys and let the world see what we have.
Our favorites to win have to be One Family from the standpoint that they've got 2 top 150 players. One Family's gonna have every guy on this roster go play collegiately at a big time school.
That being said, we are not just about like, we only want ranked guys, that's it, that's it, that's it. Like, we want the mid-majors, we want the low majors. We're not gonna be perfect, but I can tell you, we're gonna give you a high level experience. And when you walk in the gyms, it's gonna be different.
Looking back on it, we had so much heat on us from people that obviously wanted us to fail, some because they own businesses that are in this landscape, some because they just like to hate on people. You just had all your different reasons, right? Just a lot of people that, as I like to say, they weren't in the room, and if you're not in the room, how did you know what happened? You have no clue. That's just the reality.
And it's fun to see John Calipari on the sideline. It's fun to see Porter Mosier, you know, at our event, not just at a bar. Like, no, he's here.
Me and Denard Taylor was at the meeting, and we you know, went back to our cars, and you know, walking back, and we got to talk, and I looked over at him and I said, "This is about to be special." And he looked back at me and he said, "I think so, Big. I think this is it."
I believe the people in this room, just the people I've met and y'all vibes and who y'all are, I believe it's up to us to run this. This is us. So we have to take this baton and run with it.
We knew that it had the potential to be great because the director of the circuit was actually getting input from the teams that he brought in.
After we got through the presentation in Vegas, I think it was great because I realized at that point that the group of directors that we had in the building were going to make this thing so special.
Because you can have high competitive teams, but if you got people that you can't work with, that's going to be an unhealthy partnership, and ultimately it'll fail. PRO16 teams is where the teams play that have ranked kids on a reputable ranking service. You know, either ESPN or 247 Sports or something that's national, that's reputable. And then the next circuit is really talented kids that may be on the verge of being ranked but aren't ranked right now.
We give our next team so many opportunities to go play those sponsored teams, to go play those ranked athletes, which is important. It's kind of like the European League where there's relegation. You can move up and down. Now there's different tiers in our league. You got the PRO16, which is tier 1. You've got tier 2, which is the first tier of next, and then so on down through 7 tiers. What that does is that allows a competitive balance within the league. And so as they're playing, as they're winning or they're losing, you go up and down, including within the next.
You kind of have your top circuit and then your second circuit. And a lot of these shoe circuits don't play those, they don't mix those teams. They completely separate them, and they're exclusive circuits to themselves. And when we set out to build this thing, we told next teams that if you're good enough, if you earn the right to play against PRO16 teams, we're going to give you those opportunities.
I really thought we'd have more by now. I always knew this would work. Let me say that. but there was, I mean, we got put through the ringer.
We get cooked.
We are dealing with some last minute stuff.
All right, what's up, man?
Okay, 2023 roster.
Mm-hmm. Boom, my 2023 bench. What's the first one say? That's team building guide. The next one is the other one.
Not too bad. Hey, I see the top 17U team is in there. We need the other 17U and then the 16s and the 15s as well.
Need to be done by tonight.
Yes, it needs to be in by midnight Eastern, so like 15 minutes basically.
I'm gonna put you on mute 1 second. But yeah, type in that name on there, on that one.
Okay, right here.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
No results found.
Okay, so first thing we gotta make sure that they are registered.
Is that through this?
Yes, yes it is. Yep, it's through that.
It was a stressful time for sure. It kind of came down to us just explaining to them, hey, walking them through step by step, this is what you gotta do. You have to have a gold license to be able to coach. There's no way around that.
Buzzer beater.
That's always going to happen in a first-year circuit. People don't understand that from an outside perspective, just how much went into actually making this thing even happen.
The hardest thing to me is the expectation to make everyone happy, right? Because you can't please everyone. It's basketball, you know, so it's always great at the end.
Yeah, I would say for this first live period in St. Louis, there's some excitement. There's also some anxiety. The reality is, if you don't have college coaches, none of this matters. All the work we do, it's all going to be for naught at the end of the day. So we've got a lot of colleges that are registering, and that's good. But it's still, until you see them in those seats, it's kind of like, okay, I think we got this. I feel good about it, but I'm excited to see what it ends up turning out and who ends up showing up.
First one off the bat to my mind is Asa Noel.
Our headliner is Asa Noel, top 10 player in the country, a guy that we think could be the #1 player in the country.
You really can't say enough about him. He's one of the best defenders in America.
6'10", do-it-all forward.
There's a good chance we'll see him in the league in the next few years.
I'm Asa Noel. I'm a 6'9" junior. I'm on Vert Academy. I was like, I never played basketball. I was so stoked to make the JV team.
Both of your sons made the team.
That's where it started, man. My little son. My brother Jaden Newell. He's my right hand man. He's my twin, really. He's at the University of Georgia right now. He's a freshman. He's playing basketball there. He helped me to where I am today just by pushing me and just being competitive. We can't play 1v1s anymore because it's just too competitive and a fight might break out. I was in a small town in Destin, Florida, where hoops is not as big as Orlando and Central Florida. But if it wasn't for my mom and dad taking me to Orlando every single weekend from Destin, 6-hour drive, 6-hour back, you know, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be who I am today. Especially my dad. My dad would take me to a local community center and we would just shoot. That's when I got my shot. But yeah, this is my room. You know, USA jersey. Oh yeah, to my time at my Choctaw Brothers. This was my freshman year. We went to the state chip, but we couldn't get it done, so we came in second. But you know, man, it happens. And then this is my Hawks right here. You know, Ice Trey in the gang, man. I'm originally from Athens, Georgia, but I was born in Atlanta, so, you know, I got to show love to them.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years? What are some things that you want to accomplish along the way?
I want to be an NBA All-Star, you know, get to the league. We want to prove, you know, we're going to win the championship. I'm just saying that right now. Our goal is to be undefeated this season for One Family.
As a kid, I always played the big man, the number 5 spot on the floor because I was just the tallest guy on the team, and it just wasn't really fitting my position. I always leaked out to the 3. I always wanted to get the ball in transition, so it was just different. And then it just got hard because I always thought that I was trapped in like a box playing basketball, but just expanded my game. That's all it really was. I got my first offer in my first 8th grade year to Stony Brook in New York. It was a really good feeling. I just felt like, you know, it's like all coming true, it's all coming together. It definitely gets tough though sometimes because you have to live up to the expectations every single time because you feel like if you don't, you're gonna lose it all.
I think both of them are gonna be really impactful and productive college basketball players. Asa is right now the more NBA ready prospect, if you want to put it that way, and Asa's more NBA ready than 99.999% of people in the entire world, so that's not saying a lot.
We wanted to be like the trendsetter, the unicorn, you know, but we wanted to be somewhere where, you know, we can shine and, you know, be the top guys. You know, I've been playing with my boys since 9th grade.
That's not only one of the best teams on the PRO16 League, that's one of the best teams in America.
One Family just ran through them. Jason was there. You got Jordan Burks who played that game. It was never close.
I think programs really wanted a shot at playing their team, but he's just really good.
Got a good crowd.
We honestly believe we're the best 2024 team in the country. We have matched up with guys in the PRO16 and in other shoe leagues, and we have came out on top. So we want to make that statement that this group of guys that we've had since 9th grade that believed in believed in our message and believed in our platform can be the best team in the country. The second thing is we believe we have 4 to 5 highly ranked kids. So we want to prove to everyone that those guys deserve to be in the rankings, as well as the scholarship offers that come with that.
I'm Liam Campbell, 6'5". I'm a shooting guard, and I play for Select Basketball. I think I fell in love with the game probably freshman year, leading into sophomore year when I got my first offer. The University of Portland hit me up and they gave me my first offer. I remember being in that room with my dad and Coach Leggins gave me the offer, but it really was like, okay, like I could, if I keep working, I could keep getting better and better and, be a Division I player. It was pretty emotional. I was like, like all this hard work is starting to pay off, and then it was kind of just set me on this path to just keep getting better and better every day. So obviously, my first goal is to play in college. I'd love to, play against the best, go to a really good school, and if I get good enough, obviously, I think the main goal is to go to the NBA and play with the greats. I feel like that's been my goal ever since I was a kid, is to play in the NBA. And I feel like if I just keep working harder and doing my job, putting countless hours in the gym, I feel like there's a possibility I can make it. Yeah, right now I really have no idea, honestly, where I'm gonna go. I really appreciate all the schools that have reached out for me, and I think what me and my parents think is best, I'll probably end up committing in September, October, around there. But really, I'm just trying to find the best fit for me and the best, honestly, the coach who values me the most, and just a good program. The area doesn't matter, but I just want a place where I can get better and there's a chance for me to, put myself in the best position to go to the next level, which is obviously the NBA. I feel like this is just a great opportunity to play the best of the best, and I feel like I'll get more out of this than other circuits. And I feel like this is a great opportunity for me and our select program, to really put our names out there and make a name for ourselves.
I think that we're going to be one of the top teams, and I think that everybody on my team is a hard worker. Everybody's hungry. I think that we're definitely going to shock a lot of people when we come out and play as good as we will, because I trust every single one of my guys on my team to play their best game every game.
Chance Winter's another guy. 6'11", long extremities. Chance is going to fill out really nicely over the next year. So he's definitely a name to watch and one that's on the, swinging on the uptick.
My name is Chance Winter. I'm 17, class of 2024, and I'm from Oregon. I started playing basketball when I was 8 years old. I've always been taller than everybody in my class and in schools and stuff, so I've always been tall, but I would say that between 8th grade and sophomore year, I think it was an 8-inch growth spurt. My mom was a Division I basketball player at Boise State, so she pushes me to be the best player that I can be, and then my dad definitely pushes me to work harder and be the best person I can be. A lot of people look at me, I'm 6'11", so they look at me and think, oh, he's gonna dunk the ball all the time, but what a lot of people don't know about me is I'm a good mid-range to three-point shooter. I've been working on my game there. I don't have any offers yet, but I've been talked to by a couple of schools. Portland State, Boise State, and Montana State are the three that have reached out to me so far. It's all hard work. It's every day. It's gotta be a grind, and you just gotta take it one day at a time. It definitely just keeps me hungry, having no offers, and definitely puts a chip on my shoulder and makes me feel like I got something to prove.
I think that's probably the most well-coached team that I've seen in AAU basketball. Clint Hordeman, their director, and also their 17U coach, literally ran those guys through college-level sets. That's awesome to get that from a coaching staff, right? But it's even better when your kids can actually go out and do it on the floor. I think the most intriguing thing about Bangad Dak is he's another kid that played with us last year when we were just running NXTPRO Hoops events. Fast forward 9 months, he's improved a ton from a development standpoint, and he turned into one of the best rim protectors that we had on our circuit throughout the spring. One of the best overall defenders that we had as well, just with his value on that end of the floor. At the end of the spring, I mean, he was looking at Sunrise Christian, which was a post-grad team that he would be going to. And I believe he committed to Sunrise Christian's post-grad team and then was offered by Colorado and made the switch over to Colorado. When you look at a guy like Bangad Dak that's gone from down here to up here over the course of a 9-month period, that kind of trend, that kind of graph only shows me that things are going to continue to trend upwards for him.
My name is Ryan Jones Jr., aka RJ. Basketball-wise, I would like to, first of all, go college route, experience that, and then go off to the NBA and stay in the NBA, not just get there.
What was the first D1 offer that you had?
Cleveland State, yeah, from Coach Dennis Gates. He's at Missouri right now.
And how old were you when they approached you?
8th grade.
Schedule that I make every Sunday has different things I need to do throughout the week. It's my Bible, still some faith confessions down there as well.
Where do you get your work ethic from?
Both my parents, but definitely my mom, because she's a hard worker. Like, she has a job with the like soil science, and then she does hair at home. I just love her. Like, she's a worker bee. She come cook for us. She does things for us that we need and gets things we want at times. My dad, he's definitely, he cares a lot about people. He loves helping people, loves serving people. Basketball will come. Like, I'm definitely excited about Judah Nation, like the development part. Like, if you go to any other AAU team, like, I think Judah Nation's development will get me where I need to be. I mean, in order to be great in basketball, you gotta be uncomfortable. It can't be comfortable. In life, too, being uncomfortable is needed if you want to be great.
Have you ever thought about giving up?
Giving up? No.
Judah Nation, it's unfortunate. When you have one of your top players out, it really hampers success. That being said, Christian Anderson put on a show. He did a great job doing all that he could do, but he's new to the team as of only a couple weeks ago.
I'm Christian Anderson. I play for Judah Nation, and I'm committed to the University of Michigan. My dad played overseas, so I was exposed to the game from the very start, ever since I could remember. I'm not really looking to score. I'm not really looking to just pass. I'm trying to read the game, trying to see what comes to me, see what's the best play every single time down the floor. Because people think since I average 30 points for the past 2 years in high school, they think I'm just like a jacker. They think I take bad shots. They think I'm a selfish player who doesn't really get my teammates involved. But if you come watch the games, you can see clearly that I'm not forcing anything. I'm not trying to take bad shots. I'm not trying to just put points on the board. I'm always trying to make the right reads and kind of get my teammates involved and make everybody happy too. So
you look at him and in this role, and I think there's a lot of chemistry still being worked out amongst this team. It's early April, first live period. Your top, big is out. It's a tough place to be, but RJ was there, obviously in spirit. He's on the bench, cheering on his teammates, doing all the right things. But Judah Nation struggled this first weekend with him out. They need him back as soon as possible.
Schools Elite is a Houston program. They're our Houston PRO16 program. Their feature guy is Zion Pipkins.
He really is a dog. He's a competitor. He's going to get into your face defensively and really pressure you on the ball. Offensively, he's going to blow by you with his explosiveness, and he's a really advanced off the dribble shooter as well.
He's very deceptive. Like, he's very deceptive. He's very crafty. His decision making is really good. It's way better than I thought it would. I thought it was. He's a strong body guy. He puts dudes on his shoulders, and he finishes well. So he's a tough cover, especially in the ball screen and when you get him in space.
Zion's another guy similar to RJ Jones that has seen his recruitment go up. He's seen his recruitment dip down a little bit.
Zion Pipkin is a talented point guard. I think we're seeing a rebirth of his game. You know, he really dropped in the rankings, went all the way from dang near top 25 in ESPN to all of a sudden he's outside of the top 100 in some of the national rankings at this point. I think he's going to go up by the end of the summer. I think he's going to have some more college interest. Right now, you know, he's got some interest, but not as much as he would like. I think he's going to start seeing more because he controls the game really well. He's a team guy, plays defense. He's very strong and a very good driver of the basketball, and that was the big key for him to get that win over BTI.
They also have a young man by the name of Braden Young, I believe is his name. He's a late bloomer in the city. He was always around. He wears goggles, so, you know, a lot of people didn't really take him serious, you know, but his play and his development this summer has put him in a position to be a Division I basketball player, and not many expected that to happen.
The PRO16 has provided a platform in year one that I don't think anyone else can say that they've done this. I think Matt's done a good job of bringing talent in this building with our teams and other programs up and down the board, that these coaches have to come out here.
Yeah, I got a phone call from a Pac-12 school, one of the blue bloods of the industry. Who are you? I assume Nick is one of your guys you're coming to see. Is there anyone else in particular?
Liam Campbell, Nick, RJ Jones, Pape Ndiaye.
Yeah, he's gonna be the kid that everybody sees and falls in love with.
Well, here's a guy that just recently started playing basketball, just recently came over to America.
My name is Pape Ndiaye and I play for Las Vegas Knicks. I'm from Ivory Coast. I just come to the US like 10 months. I moved to Vegas, and
instantly after his first weekend with us in St. Louis, picked up a multitude of Division I offers. I believe Oklahoma State was one of them, TCU, maybe Xavier was the other.
The first is to have an offer. So I got offer now, and I say, okay, I got offer. So my second goal is where I will become it. I try to find a good school where I can develop my game, where I can play a lot. I have to learn new language, new culture, new basketball, different food, so everything is different. The best part is like life. Life is better here. As the worst part, I have to leave my family. So my little brother is 10 years old. Yeah, his name is Steve, and my sister is 12 years old. Her name is Mary. Yeah, it's like discover a new world alone, by yourself.
Pop is a guy, I personally think he's an NBA player. Just based off, you know, one of the biggest things in scouting is tracking how a kid develops from year to year. And when you look at Pop in his film from last year to now, his touch, his spatial awareness, his raw skill on the perimeter is miles ahead of what it should be for a prospect of his stature.
Being an AAU coach and coaching at this level, obviously players aren't finished products offensively, so we try to give them a lot of leeway. A lot of coaches don't do that, but our staff likes to give them leeway, let them discover their game.
You can play free, but don't forget your first jobs. defend, rebound, block shot. Yeah, that's our first job.
For me, we want to win, okay? We teach our kids to win. But the ultimate goal is, one, to teach kids life skills through the game of basketball. Two, kids get scholarships. Kids get opportunities to change their life through the game of basketball, right? And then three, just to watch us grow. Watch our guys get better. Watch a guy like Pop, who's been here for 10 months, and then see him in April.
Yeah, sometimes I feel a little pressure on me, but it's okay. I know how to manage. Yeah, I want to say, damn, Las Vegas Knicks, this first team to win. It's going to be historic. Yeah.
Next up after St. Louis, we've got Wichita. St. Louis went really well. We had a good college showing. So I think what we're going to potentially, and hopefully we see, is in Wichita, the word spreads. Hey, this PRO16 League, hey, it's a real deal.
So
No, I feel way better. We have way more coaches registered.
hey, Coach Cal's coming tonight.
One for me, one of my favorites was watching Nick Kamenia, kind of point guard, combo guard guy that plays at a pace that's not typical when you watch high school players that seem to always be in a hurry. He's patient, he's calculating, he knows what he wants to do on the offensive end, and his size allows him to do it in spite of running people at him or putting big guys on him or quick guys on him. He just handled everybody. For a basketball purist, he's really fun to watch because it was like he was kind of in surgery when he was out on the floor, just really kind of doing what he wanted.
Nicholas Semenya, class of 2025, I play for BTI United, and I'm from California. It's really cool seeing all those coaches come for a big game like that. I mean, it's not every day you get to see Power 5 head coaches come to your game and have like a whole baseline full. Everybody's watching your game. I mean, the recruiting process has been great. A lot of schools reaching out.
I don't really care what ranking sites say. There's not 80 kids better than Nick Hamania in the 2025 class. There's not 70 kids. There's not 60 or 50. There's not 40 or 30 either. And there's probably not 20.
I started going to the gym ever since I can remember. My dad coaches at a JUCO. So going to his practices, just playing with my little ball, throwing it up against a big hoop. Ever since I can remember, really. My dad means a lot to me. Ever since I was little, he just be on me. We watch film all the time, 24/7. He gives the best life advice, the best basketball advice. He's the first person I'll go to for anything. He looks out for me on and off the court. He teaches me everything I know. I mean, I remember the first offer I got. That night I cried because it really felt like all the hard work that I really put in was really starting to shine. Ever since I was a little kid, I always want to play at the next level. So once I got that first one, it meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to my family. So yeah.
Nicholas Hamania is a really talented player. He's young. He's playing up in age. He's 6'8", playing really a point guard style role for BTI right now. They went 0-4. That's a tough start, so it'll be interesting to see how that young team bounces back.
The 0-4 really hurt, but you know, we came back this week really trying to get some wins. We really thought that last week we could have been 4-0, so yeah. We just have to get more time together. I feel like every week it's either adding a new guy or not everybody can make it because we're from Utah, up north, south. I mean, it's tough just to get time together. So really building that chemistry after Memorial Day, really working with each other during June, really trying to get practices in, and then we just have to handle pressure a lot better. We have to come together in games that are tight. Obviously, the more together team wins those close games.
The Pro16 is such a unique tournament, so what are your thoughts on playing in it?
It's been pretty good. The competition is really high. A lot of great players that are getting recruited by really great schools, so the competition is where it should be, and I'm excited to keep on playing in here.
When you look at Isaiah Brown, he was probably the most productive player that I saw on any circuit this year. Definitely the most productive player that I saw on our circuit this year. I'm Isaiah Brown and I play for One Family. Shoot, I was kind of the underdog growing up. I was third, fourth grade year. I was about like 5'5", 5'6", so they had me as a big. And it was tough, so growing up through middle school, trying to transition to that guard position, it was rough. Growing up, I was the youngest out of 4. I have 2 older brothers and an older sister. So I basically had like role models growing up. So family-wise, I'll say my older brother, his name's AJ Brown. He wanted it real bad. His dreams of getting to the NBA was just like, I don't care what it takes. I'm gonna work, and I'm gonna get there. He's actually the one who got me waking up at 3 in the morning, getting shots up, and then at 6, we're getting weight training, then we go to school, get some shots up, and it's just a routine every single day. My dad plays a big role in that. He's the one pushed my brother. Since my brother wanted that dream, my dad was like, all right, let's do it, let's get to it. And he pushed him, my brother pushed me, and now we're here. He's everything that you're looking for in a lead guard prospect with the motor to match. I want to say about 15, 16 offers. The most consistent would be Marshall, Ohio, Florida, FAU, and I just picked up Georgia this weekend. I think it was Friday evening after our game, I picked up Georgia. So I'm glad that game solidified that they wanted to pull the trigger and give the offer. Isaiah is going to be able to add value without having the ball in his hands the entire game. Whether that's extending possessions as an offensive rebounder, whether that's getting out in transition and throwing down momentum, changing dunks, whether that's making the right pass on the perimeter against a set defense, whether that's knocking down an open three to swing the momentum of a game for his team.
I want to let people know I can actually shoot the ball. Instead of being, oh, he's a slasher. I mean, I can slash, but I'm still, play back, I'm still at the three in your face. So that's one thing, and playmaking. Just want to let them know I can pass that ball too. I'll give you a little bit of everything, whatever you need.